Tremendous effort by our guys. I like the outcome of this game here. Probably one of our better games we played here from a defensive standpoint, offensive standpoint, not necessarily from a field goal percentage, but we got the ball up 71 times, so that means we had many possessions, especially against a South Carolina team that was trying to control tempo. But our defense was certainly the difference in the game. Creating turnovers, scoring off those turnovers, staying right there in the ballpark on the boards, rebounding, because that's what South Carolina does. They shoot it and go get it. But we just did a good job. Our guys came off the bench and gave us some great minutes, quality minutes. So to bounce back after a tough loss at Florida, couldn't be no more prouder than our guys. Yeah, Qual's fine.
So I don't know if you can run out of nice things or good things to say about Bobby, but how comfortable is it for you as a coach when you see him just pencil him in for nights like tonight, 18 and 13?
Well, you know, the thing to me was great about tonight was more about the efficient minutes. You know, obviously he's been playing well, but the efficiency that he played with. He only played 26 minutes, and he probably did as much as he's done in some of the other games. He had 18 points, 13 rebounds, 3 block shots, no turnovers. I mean, that just tells me he's playing the game the right way. And our guys did a good job at times of getting the ball to him, and he did a good job of catching the ball. And I just continue to love what is taking place with him, his development. His hands are so much stronger and better now. He's catching that ball in traffic, and he's been able to finish off some things. So it's one thing to get the position, and you know, he's playing a lot stronger, but it's another thing to catch that ball in traffic and to make decisions that he's making, whether it be kicking the ball out for, you know, some assist or finishing around that bucket. Getting to the offensive glass, 10 defensive rebounds, that's huge. So he can. Go ahead.
Did you like the speed that you played in?
Well, I thought the tempo was to our liking. As I said, we wanted to get the ball up and down the floor. We wanted to play hog ball, fastest 40 minutes there. We wanted to get the game where it ranched up a little bit, and I thought we did tonight.
Was that kind of scary when Mike was limping? I guess it looked like his leg got caught under him or something.
Yeah, right at the end, and we'll know more tomorrow. I don't know to the extent what happened, but he was a little gimpy there at the end.
You don't think it's serious?
Well, let's hope not. I haven't yet to talk to the trainer yet.
You outscored him 21-1 in turnovers. I mean, that's pretty, even for you guys, that's a pretty big margin. Just what do you think of that stat?
Well, I'm really glad to see us take care of the basketball. We had 16 turnovers in the Florida game, and one of the things we pride ourselves is we value the basketball. And so to see us take care of the basketball against a South Carolina team that really gets up in the lane, they really get up in the lane and make it difficult for you to pass the basketball, not letting you reverse the basketball. But we open up the floor, and we had some backdoor cuts. We had some pressure release sets that we ran, and we did a good job. But I can't say enough about our defense. We really kind of kept them off guard. We kind of kept them out of what they wanted to do, and we pushed the ball each and every time, it seemed like. So the wear and tear, the fatigue factor was big in this game here. Thornwell got in foul trouble early on, so that was a big part of it as well.
You know, Mike, I think, started off 0-9 from the field, but he was getting rebounds, and he started taking the ball pretty hard to the basket. Just what do you think about him playing through a tough shooting night? He finishes with 11 points and 9 boards.
Well, that's what you got to do. I think when you don't, you can't just live and die with your jump shot. You got to do other things to impact the game, and that's what we want Mike to understand. And tonight it was on display. He showed that he's capable of doing other things, whether it be getting in passing lanes, deflecting passes, as you said, rebounding the basketball. He put a couple of and-one shots up there, keeping the ball alive, covering, when we switched, he was covering some of the big guys down there. So he was active in doing some other things, and we got to continue to get other guys to do that as well.
We had the 18-3 run in the first half. Manny Watkins was on the floor, and it seems like he's on the floor a lot when you have those kinds of runs. Do you notice that? And just
absolutely. He had a couple. Yeah, he actually had a couple of tip-ins. When we shot it, you see him tipping it in, and but his energy is contagious. I just think he's an energizer coming off the bench, and he understands his role on his basketball team. And our bench tonight looked like it did early in the year, and that's going to be the difference in our team. It's going to be how our bench comes in and help relieve those guys that start out. so that they can get some breathers and play efficient minutes and have the energy to finish off games. And I thought that's what we did tonight. You know, it was a 14-point game. Then all of a sudden, we had some energy to kick it in high gear to finish it up by 20.
After all the close calls, nice that you were able to pull Bobby out with 2.5 minutes left. You didn't have to worry about putting calls back. And how nice was it to have, you know, big win, you know, big margin of win. You could take your starters out and all that stuff.
What was even better for me was when, you know, we're up 14, and it's like 12, 11 minutes to go, 10 minutes to go. And I'm out there where there's Ja'Cory Williams out there, there's Moses Kinsley out there. We got those guys out there. And the league continues to stay in the 14, 15 range, and then of course now I'm bringing those guys back in, and they come in to finish it. So that's to me, that's the ultimate team. If we can have that as we continue going down the stretch, then we got a chance to do some really good things. And like I said, a lot of things are starting to come together. We're starting to get some guys to play at some higher levels, and our bench is hopefully ready to really step up and play big for us.
How did you feel about your defense the last several games? Because I doubt teams are shooting over 40% against you combined. The last 4 games, it's probably 30-something.
Well, we're paying a little bit more attention to detail. You know, we're trying to win games with offense, and now we understand that, you know, you got to win with you got to win with your defense, and hopefully your offense is doing some good things for us. We only shot 39% tonight. But the common denominator was our defense. I thought it was really tenacious tonight. It just wouldn't let South Carolina get comfortable.